Incorporated and Charvision LLC do not endorse or offer for any purpose but entertainment the views of any guest or other expert on Charvision or UBN.
I knew things before they happened from the time I was a child. At the age of 8, I saw a spirit at the foot of my bed and didn't know what it was. And in my 20s, I finally realized I had a special ability that could help others. I have learned that love never dies. There is a spirit world that can communicate with us, and we all have the gift of intuition. Join me, and together we will explore the possibilities of the unknown from beyond and more. This is Charvision. Hey everybody, it's my little alien Herbie and Char and Tony. Hi Tony.
Hello, hello.
Tony's a baritone. He's impersonating Barry White. He's sick. Poor Tony. Today is February 27th, 2026. And one of my most favorite people on the planet is joining us today. And we're going to talk about aliens and some news that's popped up recently that everybody's heard in mainstream news. So let's bring in Craig Campobasso. Hey, Craig.
Hey, hi, how are you?
I'm good. It's so good to see you. I've got your book right here.
Ah, look at that.
Yeah, I have I love your book.
Oh, thank you so much.
It's called the Extraterrestrial Species Almanac. And if you want to learn the different species of aliens and extraterrestrials, you need to get this book. How can they get it?
They can go to my website, which is autobiographyofananet.com, autobiographyofananet.com. I know it's a mouthful. And if you go to other books, click up in the bar, other books, it'll have the documentary, which we just finished on all the extraterrestrials.
And what is that called? What's your documentary?
Well, it's the same thing. It's called the same thing. The Extraterrestrial Species Almanac, the documentary.
Where can I see that?
You can watch it on vimeo.com, vimeo.com, and just type the title in. Okay. Or if people want to get a DVD, they can go to my website that I just gave you.
Oh, and God, that's so good.
There. And they could get all my other books there, the UFO Hotspot Compendium, they're both MUFON books, the ET Almanac.
So Craig is ahead of his times. He's always been ahead of his times. And just today, Tony, I was going to ask you to play the Obama thing.
Oh, yeah.
Just today. Okay, so there's two things we got. Please stand by. I'll play it. Can you play it, Tony, the things I sent you, or do you want me to play it?
If you have it on hand, go ahead. If not, I can pull it up.
Yeah, because Tony, you'll be a sick boy.
Oh.
Yeah, Tyler sent this to us. Okay, so two things in the news. One was this one from Obama. Wait a minute, give me a second.
And they're not being kept in...
Wait. I'm so sorry. Please stand by, everybody.
Aliens real.
They're real, but I haven't seen them, and they're not being kept in what is it?
Area 51.
Area 51. There's no underground.
Lift it up.
Unless there's this enormous conspiracy, and they hid it from the president of the United States.
What was the first question you wanted answered when you became president?
Where are the aliens?
Where are the aliens?
Okay, now that was the first one. Then wait, I think I sent this to Tony. Okay, so we're gonna just have to paraphrase it because I don't think it's on video, but yesterday Hillary Clinton was interrogated about the Epstein files, and she said the last thing they asked her is that They kept asking her all kinds of questions about aliens. Did you know that, Craig?
I watched the link that you sent me, and yeah, they did. I think now it is just embedded in the consciousness
Right?
that it is. I heard I'm an actual founding member of the Hollywood Disclosure Alliance,
Uh-huh.
which is all kinds of filmmakers promoting for disclosure through things that we make, and we all champion each other as well.
Uh-huh.
Steve Bassett has been the number one guy in the community forever, and he told us at Christmas time that it looks like the government was definitely going to do disclosure. And he said it looked like Trump would be the disclosure president. And it would be happening around the time now because there's so much talk of it.
Okay, I found the Hillary Clinton one.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Wait, there's a commercial. Sorry, everybody.
Of course, you have to watch a commercial before.
Right?
Sometimes they make you watch two.
Okay, everybody's please stand by. I promise this is going to come. Clinton says Epstein committee asked about UFOs and Pizzagate. That's what she said. Okay.
You have to unmute it, Char.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh my God. I'm so bad at technology. It's a good thing Tony does everything. Oh God. I screwed it up. I think I screwed it up. I'm so sorry, everybody.
Well, maybe Tony could put the link in the thing
Yeah,
so
Tony,
people can
maybe
watch it,
put
because
this.
it's a very long um, talk that she gave when she came out of being asked questions for about 6 hours straight.
Yeah. So anyway, the gist of it is that at the very end, they asked her a ton of questions about extraterrestrials. So they're, you know, I have a theory that they may all be in it together, and this is their way of disclosing it piece by piece, so the public doesn't freak out.
It's been orchestrated for a long time, but really, if you put yourself in their shoes, and mind you, they inherited this from
Right.
generations in all of the government offices, right? And the White House and the CIA and all of those types of things.
Mm-hmm.
Is that how would one go about that, right? And we do know that To the Stars, which was with Tom DeLonge from Blink 182.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had Jim Semivan, who left the CIA. You had all these other officials, Lou Elizondo, who was at the Pentagon. You had all these people leaving their positions and joining this one company to do what? To promote disclosure.
Right.
So that was the first tip, which is great. And then it sort of disbanded after a while, right? And so they're just being careful about what they release. I mean, they were able to get the Tic Tac thing in the New York Times. That was a big hump.
And what tell us about that? Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, the Tic Tac are the ships look like Tic Tacs, right?
Oh,
And
right.
they go just like the saucers go like this.
Yeah.
Before they could do anything, they can go in the water. They were seen down in San Diego. Lots of military and everything. All you have to do is type in Tic Tac audience, and you'll be able to see it. But what a lot of people don't know is what the pilot saw is underneath the water there was a giant mothership Tic Tac.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's a
So
lot that goes down underneath the ocean, isn't there?
there has been that these craft literally can zoom in from the sky into the water
Mhm.
and slide into the water no matter how fast they're going and not make a splash.
That's crazy.
It's unbelievable. So lots of them live down there. They can live down there in their ships. They can hide down there in their ships. I am almost positive that there are communities and things that live there. And don't forget that a lot of these beings that came here before us
Mm-hmm.
were living here before us.
Mm-hmm.
And
Right.
so they're living in their protective areas under the
Well,
water,
it's
under the
it's
ground,
like the
above.
Hopis and the Mayans talk about the sky people.
Right, exactly. They,
And
they they not only talk about the sky people, but they also talk about the snake people, just like Snake Girl on the cover. They
oh,
have
right.
they have had lots of really positive interactions with the snake people as well. I write a little bit about that in this book here. So
So
yeah,
I have a couple questions to ask you.
yeah,
I had a very vivid dream. And I think I told you about it, but I never found out who they were.
okay.
There was like a council of, I know they were extraterrestrials, but they look like turtles. They were
Mhm.
turtles. Who are those people?
I don't know the exact name, but there have been many people who have actually seen um, those beings. I don't know
They were
the
very
name.
ancient and wise, is what I
Right,
felt.
exactly, exactly, exactly. There are many animal beings that are very, very conscious. If you go back into ancient Egypt, you see that they depicted reptilians. They
Right?
depicted the Lyran race, the cat people,
The cat
right?
people.
Right. I mean, when I woke up, when I had my spiritual awakening and I went through it for two really, really strong years,
Mm-hmm.
and my mind became a internet of extraterrestrial races. So
Mm-hmm.
when I would meditate, they would pop in, I'd hear a click at the back of my neck, and then I would see them in vivid technicolor. Sometimes they said
Wow.
something, sometimes they just smiled to like say, welcome. And one of the first races besides human I saw were the cat people.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. And they originated in Lyra or Lyra, however you prefer to
You would
say.
think they would be Leo,
Right, exactly.
but they're
Exactly.
Libra. Yeah.
But that's where originally the Nordics also came from, literally.
Uh-huh.
So
Um, God, there's so much going on. Okay, so I want to tell you the story that happened to me, but one more thing. What is this thing about all the planets lining up right now? Do you know anything about that?
I don't.
Okay, there's something
I
going
don't.
on now where all the planets are lining up and solar flares are happening. You know,
Right.
like
Yeah.
solar flares to wake people up.
That's what solar flares are. They do. They activate consciousness,
Right.
higher consciousness.
So, I mean, if a lot of people are really tired lately or waking up 3 in the morning, are you waking up 3 in the morning lately?
Every day I wake up at 3 in the morning, and
Me
I
too.
have ever since they woke me up back when I was 26.
Oh, wow.
Because they said they would make me get up to write, and
Wow.
and then they said it was the best time to write because all of the brain waves around me were asleep, and that what they were pushing through me would be easily accepted,
Right.
and
And
that kind of thing.
and
So
it's also a time where the veil between here and the other dimensions, including the spirit world, is thinner.
yes, yeah,
So it's easier for energies to communicate.
yes, absolutely.
Okay, so I just to refresh people's memory, 30 years ago, I had an experience at Mount Shasta, and I already told Craig about it. And it's a long story, but the car flew up in the air. I was with somebody, and we walked around there and at this place we were told to go to, and I could see beings, but like I see spirits. They were like ethereal beings. And then we left, and then the next day we went back and we went to park into the mountain because Mount Shasta was supposed to be a ski lodge, but they never made it into a ski lodge, but they did make the road. They carved the road. And
Yeah.
we parked the car, it was dusk, into the mountain, and all of a sudden our car starts flying up and down and up and down and out, and I'm screaming and I'm saying, put the emergency brake on. And anyway, he did. And I went to open the door and I would have fallen off a cliff. So I'm not sure who those people were, but I think they would have allowed me to be there. But I think the person I was with was too much of a narcissist, and I don't think he was allowed to learn the wisdom. Okay.
Yeah.
So then, cut to earlier than that in my life, I had one of my boyfriends who was a comedian was at my house and I was grocery shopping. And when I came back, he said, he said an extraterrestrial, a ship, a UFO landed in your corral. I said, oh, yeah, right. I didn't believe him. I mean, at that time, I totally didn't believe him.
Yeah.
And he's a comedian, so I went, ah, ha, ha, ha. He says, I swear to God, there's a UFO in your corral. I said, okay. Anyway, so then recently, I've been seeing these red and blue lights when I'm in Michigan. I'm not there now, I'm in Palm Springs, but I'm seeing these red and blue lights or red and purple. And I do have lights that go on different colors in the other house on the property, the guest house, but I never have one that's red and blue all together at one time.
Yeah.
And so I look out the window and I keep seeing them, and then I see it moving to different places. And this is to the left of me. And then I see something in my backyard, and I call my neighbors and I said, did you see anything in the backyard? And they said, no, you must be seeing lights from our house or something. I said, okay. Anyway, then about a week later, I'm still seeing these every day, and it was warmer outside. I'm walking him or Herbie. So then I start talking to them like I talk to spirits because they are uh, there's the ones I'm talking to I feel are good ones.
Yeah.
And so the next I because I know that you know what a med bed is.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm hoping that we'll get a med bed for healing, and my back was out and I wanted them to help me with my back. Anyway, which they did. But or somebody did. I mean, could have been my physical therapist, but it did get better. So anyway, I I heard the top of my house started shaking, and I could hear this high-pitched sound, and I didn't know what it was, and I thought, "Well, is this an earthquake? What is this?" And I I called my neighbors, and the whole top of my roof was shaking, like something was there landing on it or hovering. And I called my neighbors and I said, did you feel an earthquake? And they said no. And I looked and the seismic activity was no earthquakes where I live. Okay. That happened. Then, about a week or two later, I'm getting ready to do this show and I'm walking Herbie. And to the right of my house is my barn. It's an old barn. I used to have horses. It's falling apart. And there's a window. And then there's another window that you can see through it, through the other side of the barn, and a ravine. And oh, I meant to tell you, I also saw the red and blue light on that barn, and it
Yeah.
went away. Okay, now I'm out there walking, and there's a red light on my barn. and it's November, and I'm thinking, oh, maybe my neighbors are doing Christmas decorations early. And so I walk over there and I look through and I see the red lights on the not on my property, which is interesting. It was on the other part of the ravine. And it was a red light, and then there were two red lights. And I look at them, and I swear to God, each one of them turned into the outline of a being, of an extraterrestrial, and like skinny, and you know how they walk
Right. Yeah.
like that, and they walked to the right, and then they vanished.
So let me ask you this question. So
What?
this when you had that that sound, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like an earthquake.
Mm-hmm. It
Did
was,
your back get better after that?
you did.
Okay, so I'm going to give you my experience.
Okay.
I call that the sound wave. The first time I was given that, I was a boy, and I used to have to go in and get like vitamin B shots and other kinds of things. They thought that I was anemic and things like that. And I remember lying in my bed, waking up in the middle of the night, and everything in the room was shaking and shaking and shaking like
Yeah.
that, right? And then you think when it's over, everything's going to be on the floor,
Mm-hmm.
but nothing was on the floor. And then from that moment, from the next day, I felt 100%. Now, it happened to me one other time
Mm-hmm.
when I was with a friend in Sedona. I had
Mm-hmm.
taken one of my longtime best friends to Sedona to experience the extraterrestrial stuff there, right?
Right.
So
Right.
we were staying in a hotel. We had adjoining rooms, and I knew when I went to Sedona that I was sick.
Aw.
I didn't know if I had a disease. That's what it felt like. I wasn't sure, but I knew that I was going to have to go to the doctor and get checked.
Mm-hmm.
So while I'm there, and in the room, the same thing happened. Everything is going like this, right? And
Wow.
then when it settled,
Yeah.
it everything went back to normal. Now the feeling that I have is
Uh-huh.
that I am 100%. I am in such a loving vibration that if somebody walked up to you with a gun, I would just go, "Oh, give that to me." Right? I mean, it's like this most incredible thing. Now, my friend heard it all and stayed up, freaked out all night, thinking that I was abducted,
Oh
right?
my goodness.
And she texted me early in the morning, oh my God, are you okay? Are you okay? And I went, oh, did you hear that last night? And she goes, yes. And then I had to explain to her what it was about. But the energy about where we were staying, because we were laying up by the pool earlier,
Right.
is like if you stare up and you look at, like, especially in Sedona, and you don't blink, you will see the energy moving around. And in
Uh,
Sedona, it moves around fast. And that means because it's supercharged. But there in this particular place, little, little yellow suns would go, pow, and then a rainbow would pop out of it.
wow.
And this was happening like in this energy vortex that was there. So I'm thinking that these beings came and gave you that because it feels like an earthquake,
It
but it's
does.
actually a sound wave. It's they use sound to heal as well. So
Right.
you
Sound and light
and lights and
and color.
vibration and color and all of that, all of that. Yeah, it's amazing.
Oh, do we know which species it is?
My intuition tells me it's the Pleiadians. It's
I think
Nordic.
it's the Palladians too.
Yeah, it's definitely the Nordics.
Yeah. So I just like when those beings were the outline in red.
Yeah,
So I started looking online for archives
right,
and some of the things that were written in the mountains by from, years ago
right.
look like that. Like they were drawing them.
Like really tall and thin,
Hmm.
and
And
we're
also bad posture.
oh,
Like
interesting.
they walk like I can't explain it. Like I can't I mean not terrible posture, but just
Well, I will say that yeah, Pleiadians are very tall.
yeah, but these
Um,
weren't Palladians that I saw.
they weren't okay,
No
but
way.
were they tall beings though?
I don't know because it was so far into the ravine. I don't know who they were.
Yeah,
But
I've seen
I
some.
mean, the Palladians look like humans,
They do, yeah.
but these things I saw look like ET phone home.
So they were like grays. They look like grays
Maybe,
to
yeah,
you in a
maybe.
sense. Now there's a million varieties of that species, just like there's a million varieties of humans throughout the universe. So there's really small ones, medium size. There's uh, super tall ones. There's and just like the Pleiadians, some of the beings can go anywhere from 7.5 feet all the way up to 15 feet. Some are 20 feet. They're giants.
But are the grays safe? I mean,
Well, here's the thing.
aren't there like good ones and bad ones?
There's good ones and bad ones, and some of the grays are actually biological entities that were created by either a benevolent race
Hmm.
or a malevolent race, because they're not going to come here and do what they need to do. They're going to
Right,
send something else to do what they need to do.
right.
So a lot of people who are having abductions that are they find out that they are positive,
Hmm.
right, and is that over time they realize that they had made some kind of contract for this. Now there are other people who are abducted and they have had heinous things happen to them,
Right.
but but there's not many of them in all of my research, right? So it just depends. But I will tell you, because I'm in the film business and people know I do this,
Uh-huh.
actors, famous actors, TV stars, everything tell me about their extraterrestrial abductions. I mean,
Oh, wow.
one soap star who called me, who I didn't know, and he told me that he's been abducted all his life, and
Wow.
that he's been taken on ships to see his children and all of that. So I got back from Colorado. I did Beyond Belief with Jimmy Church, which is going to air on Gaia TV in July.
Oh,
So
how exciting. Wait, wait,
yeah,
wait. And wait, you directed it?
no, I'm on the show. I'm the guest.
Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm the guest, and I talk about all kinds of extraterrestrials, and we get really deep into the nitty gritty of it. So, but
How do
um,
people watch Gaia TV?
you just get a subscription, GAIATV.com. You can just type that in, and they have like free, like watch it for a week, watch it for a month for free. I did see like a thing. I think it's like $2.99 a year. I saw that they had a thing for the first year for 100. Um, they have a lot of shows. They have a show called Cosmic Disclosure, which they interviewed the top people who were in these facilities working and talking with extraterrestrials.
Wow. Like really working with them.
Absolutely.
And when they talked to them, did they speak English or was it through thought?
Telepath.
Telepathically.
Yeah, because it just gets translated, right? Because it's the feeling of the thought that gets translated into the other person. Now, a lot of the beings, like some of the grays, for instance, would not work with certain people because they they themselves were of a higher spiritual order, and these people, they could tell that they wanted stuff for all the wrong reasons.
Oh, that's not
but
good.
but when they got one, like there was a man named Clifford Stone who I knew, who actually the gray beings approved,
Right.
and so he actually interfaced with this being for quite some time, just getting where they're from and blah blah blah. And way back when, they didn't even know about the Zeta Reticuli constellation, right?
Mm-hmm.
This was even before Betty and Barney Hill,
Wow.
right? Because Betty, they like Junior, the being that didn't look like a little cute gray, because they're, the those beings that were on that ship were more like the cute ones on in Close Encounters,
Mm-hmm.
right? So they were of the positive light in the
Right.
Zeta Reticuli system, but then there's other worlds there that are more of a negative connotation, which is
Yeah,
more
well, that's just
different.
like spirits. There's good and bad ones, and you want,
That's
but
right.
this is what I've learned recently.
Yeah.
The dark energies that have tried to run our planet, that have run our planet, the cabal, are
Yes.
are losing their power
Yes.
because there's so many people waking up. And the
Right.
more all of us wake up to positivity and kindness and love and abundance, the more they lose their power. And that's why there's going to be so many famous people and surprising things coming out of this Epstein file thing. There's like, we're going to be shocked of what was going on.
Right. I'm sure. I want to just grab something to show you. Hold on.
Okay, good. How you doing, Tony?
I'm doing good.
Do you have any questions for Craig?
Actually, I do have a question.
I had a feeling you had a question.
Well, Craig,
Yeah.
I'm sure you know James Fox,
Yeah. Yeah.
because I interviewed him about the encounter that in Brazil, the crash that happened
Virginia.
there. Yeah, I I was really, it brought to tears almost when the doctor was face to face with the alien in the hospital, when he said this alien was nothing but love. Pretty much, that's not, not exactly what he said, but pretty much the gist of it. And I think a lot of people that listen always, the way Hollywood portrays it, besides E.T. and a couple other, they always portray them as evil or bad,
Right.
going to invade our world.
But that's all TV. It's conflict resolution.
Right.
And so
Always.
conflict resolution, which it really is wrong.
It is, but again, you can't judge a book by its cover, because those beings were kind of scary. They had these glowing red
Right.
eyes.
Oh,
They were
geez.
kind of creepy looking, but I have seen lots of beings like that,
Right.
and they are, you automatically just get this wave of vibrational love of
Aw.
who they are. So that's why when you see things yourself, right, like even those things that you saw in the
Those
forest,
red things,
it,
but I'm so
it's like,
skeptical about I'm skeptical about energy. I need
right,
to know that it's pure and good and positive.
right,
And I
but
know that there are some that are.
it's what the feeling of it is.
But
um
here's the thing. What my concern is that, and I want to hear what you have there, but my concern is that when it's revealed to the world, and it will be, and it's not far away.
Yeah.
I don't know the exact dates or times, but it's not far away. And what I'm concerned about is that they're going to try to make a twist on it, that they're trying to conquer us, or they're evil, or they're negative, and they're not. They're
Well,
trying to
that's
help
called
save
the
the
false
planet.
flag. That's called the false flag. I mean, everyone's been aware of the false flag for a very long time. And that means that they just want to keep control of the people for
Yeah.
as long as they can. But I think everyone's really thinking for themselves now. They're
Mhm.
really getting out there. I mean, I recently joined TikTok. Joining TikTok. So I'm on TikTok, everyone. Come and follow me.
Oh, good.
But
How do they follow you?
it's I think I put it's under my name,
Right, Campo Basso,
yeah,
guys.
that I think I put it the ET expert or something.
Okay. Oh, that's so great because you
Yeah,
really are.
that kind of thing. But anyway, all right, so this is what I wanted to show you. This is called the Universal Seal of Protection.
I have one.
Yes, and it's three divine M's. The blue is for Archangel Michael, the gold
Wow.
is for the Archangel Metatron, and the silver is for um, Father Melchizedek, who's the architect of the University of Melchizedek, which is 490 planets from one end of the galaxy to the other in the Mira system. And we all will go to back to those schooling once we finish what we're doing here on Earth,
Oh,
right?
wow.
So when I started writing all of this, was getting attacked a lot by dark spirits, energies, reptilians, different things like that. And so I asked Archangel Michael to bring me a symbol
Mm-hmm.
that I could create.
Mm-hmm.
And so that is the symbol that he brought to me. And so what
Did
I
you
did
give
was
that to me? Are you
I
the
did.
person?
I
Yeah,
did.
I've
Yeah.
got that.
I gave it to you.
That was so
Yeah.
sweet.
I gave it to you.
So
I
he
mean, I keep
it's a
one in
symbol.
every room. I keep one in every room, and I put
Wow.
one between my mattress where my head lies at night as well.
Wow.
So and I have these on my website, Autobiography of an ET,
Oh, good. So people can buy
under
them?
yeah, under other books. But I mean, the first, so I put them in every room, and then everything stopped. It just ceased, right? And then a friend of mine called me and said, "Oh my God, you have to send me some of those cards." Because a friend of mine just moved into this house and there's a poltergeist, and she was going through photos and it threw up all the photos in the air and caught them on fire. I
Oh
said,
my
"Oh, I
God.
said, oh my God, that's dangerous." I said, "Let me send them right away." Right. And so about a week later, I was walking out of some store and I went and I saw the house. I saw this female spirit. It wasn't demonic, but it
Uh-huh.
was really nasty. It was this like middle-aged woman. She came flying out and oh, was she pissed. And I went, oh, she got vacated, right? And right away, my friend called me and said, it's gone.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, yeah. So,
That's that's amazing. See the problem with some of these darker energies or the cabal, whatever you want to call it, that are trying to run the planet, who are losing their grip. They really are getting scared.
mhm.
They're definitely getting scared, and so, but the way that everybody listening can help save the planet is by keeping God or the source within you. And God is, we're all connected, and there's nobody better than anybody else. There's nobody more talented. We all have something to contribute. And when we have peace of mind with that, we have the power. But the TV, the media tries to scare you. The political stuff tries to scare you, and
Yeah.
that's why intuition's so important, because there might be a grain of truth somewhere, and if there is, then you trust your gut.
That's right. I throughout my whole life, I do not watch the news
Well, you're
for that
smart.
for that very reason. And a lot of people I know now aren't watching the news
Oh,
either.
I talked to two neighbors in the last day. Neither of them watch the news anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, because it affects you and it gets ingrained into you, and then you start freaking out and you start thinking things, so it's knocking you off of your spiritual center.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And you need to stay spiritually focused on yourself,
Mm-hmm.
right? So because the better you feel, the more you're going to be able to help and assist others.
What do you know about the ascension from the third dimension to the fifth dimension?
Well, the ascension is um it it's interesting because I don't know if you've experienced this, but I see people in their soul perfection bodies when
Right.
I go into lucid dreaming. I've seen myself, and I don't even look like myself. I'm, um, I've seen my mother in
Mm-hmm.
her soul perfection body because she came to me after she passed,
Oh,
and I was able to photograph her in her soul perfection body,
wow.
right?
So,
Which is amazing. But really, what it is it's just it's a progression where you're sliding through yourself. There are other parts of yourself that are in between already in
mm-hmm.
the astral,
Mm-hmm.
right? And other things. So everything as it's coming together, when it's ready, is when you then graduate to that next dimension.
So, but what people need to understand, it doesn't mean we're going to die. It means
No, no, not
that
at all.
we are ascending within ourselves.
Right.
And that's where the
Exactly.
power is.
That's
And
right.
it's that simple when we stay positive and we love each other and care.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I can't believe how fast this time is going. Tony, do we have any questions? Do you mind taking questions about this?
sure. If anybody has
Tony, is
any.
there anybody that's got questions?
Let's see. I know there's a couple people mentioned ET, so let's look here.
Let's hear.
Um, let's see, a 201. I think that's a New Jersey.
It sounds like it.
All right, go ahead and we'll bring.
Is that me?
That's you.
Hi.
Hello?
Hi, how are you?
Hi, Char. How are you?
Good, thank
Good.
you.
How are you?
We're
Oh,
great.
it's been a long time. Yeah, I mean, this is fascinating. This was fascinating hearing about the aliens and everything like that.
What is your
Because
name?
we were just having this discussion. Joanne.
Hi, Joanne. Okay.
Joanne.
Okay.
Yeah, you read to me once before. Yeah.
Oh, great.
You read
Okay.
to
And
me
so
once
you
before.
were just having this discussion about what?
Yeah, about that they think that aliens are Obama was talking about another time that they're in the Antarctica, that they go there's a wall there, and you think that there
Oh my God,
is
you're so
life there for
psychic.
them.
Wait, you're so psychic because that's the question I wanted to ask Craig about the Antarctica.
Oh,
What do you know
wow.
about
Yeah. Well, my
Well,
husband
go
was
ahead and finish, Joanne, and then I'll answer.
it? Okay, go ahead, Joanne.
yeah, my husband says we really don't know much, but my husband found it interesting. So, and sadly he's out of work right now, so he has time to do research. But I'll have the guests answer it because I really don't know much, but it's very informative. I'm not a rabbit hole. So
Yes. Yes. Well,
yeah. Okay, go ahead.
for everybody, Linda Moulton Howe, Moulton dash HOWE, is the foremost expert on Antarctica. You can just Google her name with Antarctica, and you will get all of the latest stuff. I mean, I know she was just at Conscious Life Expo. They might have posted her talk. I think I saw a little bit of it, but there has been talk about races and things there. There was talk about Germany working way back in the Hitler times with reptilians that were underground there.
There was somebody I saw on social media that said they swear they were with Jeffrey Epstein and he turned into a reptilian and then in front of them.
Well, people have seen that in the eyes. I mean, people fake that a lot online with
you think it's a fake?
Well, I don't know. I never saw it. But,
yeah. Well, we don't know.
But what's interesting is you can tell when somebody has reptilian energy. I can, for sure.
Well, because you see beyond.
Yeah, I see beyond, and I have for a long time. So, but there's a lot. I can't remember which astronaut went there and tweeted about it when it was Twitter, and then they made him take it down, and he was terrified.
There's a whole world there, right?
Yeah, there's a
whole world with a wall.
There's a wall, right?
Scott Kelly. I believe it was Scott Kelly.
Yeah.
Wow.
Scott Kelly was the astronaut that went there. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very fascinating to go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, the it could be part of Agartha, is what they're saying. Because Agartha, there are many cities in below Earth all over. I have a whole section in the documentary of the ET Species Almanac in the documentary, and it's it's really fascinating. The woman who does it actually has been best friends for like 40 years with an actual woman from Lemuria who lived under Mount Shasta, where the Lemurians went under when Atlantis went under. They decided they moved everything underground.
They called it the land under the land.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah, and this Lemurian woman said that back in ancient times that part of Lemuria was all over Northern California, as well as other places.
And at the Integratron, one of the rivers that go through it is from Mount Shasta. Did you know that? Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Oh, yeah.
That's amazing. That's really amazing.
Yeah, we're good. We're going to the Integratron.
Yeah.
We're going together, and I'm going with a few other people that I'm doing a retreat with, and hopefully Tony and Will come too. So.
Oh my God. I hope you guys come, Tony.
Yeah. So Joanne, thank you so much for calling and
thank you, Char.
I meant it came in my head and went away, and I'm so thrilled.
I guess I was channeling through you. Yeah, thank you, Char. I'm just going to ask you a quick question. Like I said, my husband was out of work. Do you see anything coming for him soon? He just got laid off because of AI. AI is taking over. It's another, yeah. So I'm devastated. I'm devastated. He works for a global communication company.
Just say yes or no. Is there a J person deceased around you or him?
My grandfather Joseph, but I never met him.
Okay, that's your grandfather. Okay, wait.
That's it.
And did he come from another country or?
Yes. He was born in Italy.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, I never met him because.
So when he came to this country, he started anew, right? He had to be self-made to make money, correct?
Yes.
Okay. That's the energy I'm getting for your husband. Like
Yes.
to
Start
be
anew.
positive and be proactive and create his next move. And honestly, I think it'll be more of something that he loves to do.
Okay.
I don't know if he
Okay.
loved to do what he was doing, but of course he was making money and supporting you guys. But
Yeah, I mean, no, he loved what he was doing, but he didn't like the fact that artificial intelligence is taking
there's
over.
going to be another opportunity for him. Just tell him to just stay positive, because if you
Thank you.
listen, and this goes for everybody. If you think fearfully, then you're going to manifest what you're fearing.
Mm-hmm.
If you think
True.
positive and manifest positive, you don't even have to manifest it. Just know it and walk into it.
Yeah.
And to be
No,
patient.
he's got an outlook. You know, I'm just like nervous because I just had, remember you told me about my knee, my leg. I just had a whole hip replacement.
Oh,
So
boy.
it's like insurance, insurance. And then the other one might have to go. And that was so expensive without insurance. So that's the only thing. I'm not,
You
like,
know
I don't
what?
have, I know he'll get another job.
Stop bringing that worrying energy in. That's not good. You're waiting for the other shoe to drop. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to turn negative to positive, but it's something you need to do, because then
No, you make it easy.
you'll create it.
And
You make
Joanne,
it easy.
Joanne,
Greg has something
Yes.
to say.
for you
Yes.
and your husband, every
Yes.
time you have a worryful thought or a a bad thought that something's going to happen, you immediately replace it with three good thoughts. Three.
Yeah.
Make
Oh,
it
thank you.
three good thoughts. That will help to shift and change the energy, right? So if you
Yes.
have children, whatever you think, makes you guys
Yeah,
the
we do that.
you think of
Yes.
that, or
Yeah.
even if it's a word, or even if you just want to say God, God, God 3 times, source, 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 whatever,
God.
whatever it is, just replace it, replace it, and then the energy will shift.
That is such wise
Great.
energy.
Yeah.
That
That
is
is
such
wise.
wise information.
Oh my God,
Thank
that's
you, Joanne.
amazing.
Thank you so much for calling.
Thank you,
Nice
Char.
talking, Joanne.
Thank
Bye.
you, sweetheart.
Okay,
Nice talking to you. Thank you.
thank
Bye.
you. So this is Craig's book, The Extraterrestrial Species Almanac. I suggest you get it. It's amazing. And where can they get it?
Autobiography of anet.com. And so anything you buy on my website, I will personally sign it to your name and write a little something and sign it for you.
That is, listen, you guys, he knows what he's talking about, and there's so much more to learn. And I also think that Craig knows much more than he says. That's my feeling.
That's my like.
That's my
smile.
feeling about you, like that, because you're so humble about stuff.
Yeah.
Well, everybody, I want to thank Craig Campobasso for being here. I love you. I'm grateful for you, and I hope you'll come back.
I will always come back. I love you too.
Thank you. Tony, thank you for
Thank you. And thank you, Craig.
everything. And everybody, I know you want to call in for readings, and I will be here this coming Friday at the same time, 6 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. Eastern time, and I will take your calls and I will do readings. God bless you. Be well. And remember that intuition will take you places logic never could. Say bye, Herbie. Bye.